honestly the one day I want to record and it's just absolutely miserable out there. It's just not fair. Been a while. Happy July. Happy halfway through the year. Just happy. So there were two major important events in June that took up quite a bit of my time. First of all, me and my friend James took part in London to Brighton bike ride. It's a pretty major event here in the UK. If you don't know what it is though, it's a 54-mile charity bike ride on behalf of the British Heart Foundation from the capital down to the coast, and me and James actually made it in pretty good time. We'd managed to complete Ditchling Beacon, which is a renowned huge hard bit right at the very end as well, just to really annoy you. Second, there was this almighty cultural phenomenon which is commonly known as Glastonbury. I'll be amazed if you don't know what it is, but it's basically the biggest music festival in the UK. 90 stages across 5 days. I went for the first time last year and I just knew I had to go again every time I could get the chance to. It's so hard to get tickets. When you get some, you feel like you're blessed. You're like, oh my god, I am one of a chosen few. There's so many bands I saw. Caribou, FKA Twigs and Florence and the Machine were just a few of my highlights. I think overall I didn't see any sets that were categorically bad, just a few that were a bit of a letdown. Okay, Kanye. This might sound crazy, but I'm already counting down to the next one, as long as I can get tickets. Only, what, from today? 345 days to the next one? Jeez, that'll be another Christmas pass and I'll be 23, that's mad. You know how when people look into the future, they always refer to other events like, oh wow, I'll be a year older by then. I don't know, but I just feel like saying, yeah, that's how time works. How are we still amazed by that? Speaking of time, I tell you what has been a long time coming. New Harry Potter. Absolutely crazy news direct from J.K. Rowling herself. There is going to be a new Harry Potter story, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And like all news in this day and age, she just broke it on Twitter, like she was casually mentioning it in conversation. But what's super crazy exciting about this new story is that it's not going to be a book, it's not going to be a film, it's going to be a play. And in the West End of all places. Oh, Spectre Patronum my skiving snack box. So, this is what we know so far. 1, it's based on an original news story by J.K. Rowling, Jack Thorne and John Tiffany. 2, it will open at the Palace Theatre next summer and tickets go on sale this autumn. 3, it is not a prequel. J.K. Rowling has mentioned this like once or twice. Number 4, just to contradict that completely, there have been reports in the past that there would be a stage production on Harry's upbringing in his childhood, which would explain the whole Cursed Child title. Number 5, there's a whole new logo which is nothing like the original, although I reckon Warner Brothers would dip a nut in if it was. 6, music will be by Imogen Heap, who's an English singer-songwriter who does this sort of alternative electronic sound, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of direction this goes in. 7, they've announced the majority of the crew, which you can see on the website harrypottertheplaylondon.com, but, and this is a big but, so far they haven't announced any actors or actresses. So there's a few things we can take away from this. First of all, what? Secondly, Rowling has emphasised that the reason it's a stage show is because the story really would benefit from the medium of theatre. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out because of it. I mean, it puts a lot of emphasis on the overall experience and how they use the stage environment because, you know, with a film or a book, you can go revisit it as many times as possible and it's not defined by that one particular event. With a stage show, it's all about being there in the moment. And if you want to go again, you have to, you know, buy tickets to it. You can't just watch it and watch it and watch it. Although I have no doubt that it will be a huge commercial success, and it wouldn't surprise me if they upgrade it to a bigger venue or even go out on tour with it. Thirdly, how about a potential film version? I mean, it might sound crazy now, but think about it. Harry Potter is such a huge commercial success. You'd think they'd be crazy not to, at least with a live recording, you know, on DVD. Fourthly, you've got to feel for the legions of fans who live outside the UK and who are going to inevitably travel in by plane and go stay at hotels. It's going to be a really amazing but also costly experience for them. Although not so much for the US because you guys already have the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, so you're alright. But I can imagine this will set a record for the most pirated theatre show ever. I mean seriously, I can just imagine there being loads of signs around the theatre and announcements being made like, we'd like to remind you that cameras and recording equipment are forbidden. Having said that though, as an extension of, you know, extending the run and doing a tour, I can imagine they'll also show it overseas. I mean, you know, when there's money, there's a way. Finally, it just further underlines that Harry Potter is far from over. Well, I suppose it is in the way that we used to know it, but it'd be a bit boring and stale if it went down the same old path. Quite a few of my friends are a little bit cynical about the whole thing, but personally for me, I'm being optimistic and I can't wait to see what it's like. I'll be down there, definitely. What I want to know is this: along with the Fantastic Beasts movie and the Cursed Child stage show, what do you want to see next in the Harry Potter franchise? New books, new films, new anything really? Just let me know in the comments below. Finally, just a quick update about Harry Potter the PC games. I really do want to get the ball rolling as soon as possible, but I've had a few issues with Philosopher's Stone. I've got it installed, got it all on my laptop, and I thought I'd do a quick test run, just test the first 5 minutes to make sure everything was running smoothly. Basically, to cut a long story short, it wasn't. After a few minutes, when Harry was in the library with Fred and George and Peeves appeared, all these squiggly lines just started to mutate, and before I knew it, I couldn't actually see the game because all these crazy lines were appearing on my screen. I'm not sure if anyone's had that same glitch, but basically it meant that I couldn't actually play the game because I couldn't see what I was doing. So yeah, imagine how that would be for you watching it. I mean, I could hear the game, just not a lot else, so I don't think that would be the best of experiences visually anyway. So I'll try to reinstall it, but if not, I might just skip ahead and try and do Chamber of Secrets and just try one of the other games really, because I really want to play them, but obviously it's got to be good quality. I promise I have been really busy. I'm actually starting a new job soon as well, so that'll be even more manic, and I've been learning to drive as well, but I promise things will happen. Keep up the love, and then you can follow me on Twitter at ZeppelinG993, and I'll see you on the other side.